Hey, looking on the internet again, it's this Midas Touch is saying mass exodus from the Maga crowd, Republican Party. Well, is that true? Is there a mass exodus from the Republican Party by the Maga crowd? Let's look and see. The overview of this is about the guidance, those you come to in government, those in the know, etc. So that's the overview of this. Who are they coming to? I get that there is the jeweled web, connectivity. You know, they're still all connected in to whatever, fantasy that they're chasing, whether it's Breitbart, whether it's QAnon, whether it's the Trump's Truth Social, they are very, again, connected into this and like a community. They have their own community. There is resistance to the truth. They don't want to hear it. They are in their illusion. They are unbothered by any of the things that are happening, about his taxes coming out, about the January 6th deal, about any of those things. Totally unbothered by it. There is a crossroads, and they continue to buy into this fact of the QAnon, the storm, that, 45 is the great orange father. The second coming, he is the chosen by God. And it is like, and this is the telling card, like a drug. Like a drug, and music to their ears about the storm and liberation, and it's like they are drugged. They are in the Borg, I call it the Borg, of the MAGA crowd. And looking at the reading itself, we have that there's a struggle going on, okay? And the foundation of it is that they are in like this family, this emotional overload, and they're in this exchange buying what's being sold. More, sir. Give us more, sir. You're not smart enough to follow the QAnon drops, people. We know, okay? They're giving these drops, and we're out there with our hands outstretched. So going into it again, there's this continuing socializing over these dark elements, and they are chained to it. It is like a drug. At the end of his thing, what's he do? The soundbite of the QAnon. We are one. Okay, what happens to one happens to all. They are really like drugged in this. And they are not seeing, because they are, the challenge is the fishtails, the lies, the spin, the fantasy that they're all involved in. They're belief systems of fantasy that are up in the air, but they just keep perpetrating and perpetually putting this out. So let's see what we have underneath of it. This is what's being juggled, okay? We have behind here, we have the waves, the stuff going on, and they're juggling this because this is their all-consuming world. This is what they're involved in. These are the ones they watch. They watch Fox, they watch Breitbart, they watch, unending these so-called prophets of God that are out there. They're following the QAnon. This is their world. They are indoctrinated into it. They think they're carrying this burden, okay, of light against dark. The ending, they want to see the end of democracy. Democracy is going to end if we don't do this, okay? But they have exchanged the light from the dark. The dark they see as light, and the light they see as darkness. Okay? The Democrats are getting rid of real democracy, getting rid of our country. And they want to put an end to democracy. 100%. And they are all drinking the Kool-Aid together and planning some new, looking at planning some new energy, some new way forward, a new club, if you will, because of the past, the strength of their Stop the Steal, the continued abuse of power, which they are taking as some sort of a strength, and again, the hidden things, the QAnon drops, that they are just so in with it, and the rest of us that are holding to reality are delusional, okay? But they are in this exclusive club in the know, okay? And they want to put an end, okay, because we have this mental spin of pain. The Repugly Uglies, the Maga crowd buys into this angst, this anxiety, this fear, the ongoing fantasy that we are at a crossroads and they have the answer. So no, they're still fully connected in and resistant to the truth and wanting to liberate us from democracy and install, they're unconcerned with any of the things that are coming down. They are drugged, okay? They are, again, with the music sound, this is music to their ears, this drug of being somehow an exclusive club of knowing that there is some deep state conspiracy, okay? Again, that the light is dark and the dark is light. Still totally convinced about that so-called the steal. And they are not leaving in droves, okay? I wish to say, yes, they were, that they're all waking up to reality. But no, the more you try to give them reality, the more entrenched they become, the more lock-kneed they become. Okay, very few are actually waking up and coming out of it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, but I think that reading was quite clear that no, there's not a mass exodus. I mean, we see again from the Carrie Lake drama, still fueling the same sort of thing. Don't accept reality. Continue with your fantasy. My fantasy, I'm going to put it out there as the real thing, no matter what anything else shows me. I am locked in, locked and loaded, and again, with the drama that they continue to put out. That somehow they're more clued in, that we should be afraid of the government. Now, one that I saw recently, they were talking about the communists are wanting to take over this and that. But everything they were speaking about was against the same thing that they're holding to. Okay? It was insanity. It was really, they don't even get that the thing they're trying to destroy is the thing that they want to try to keep. Okay? They've got it so twisted and turned that they're fighting against the thing that they're really saying they want in the end. it's become so convoluted in their minds that they can't see beyond the deception that they're being fed. Okay? It's like they're being fed LSD every day. Okay? And sitting in front of this screen that continues to hypnotize them into some fantasy land of alternative facts, the alternative reality, which doesn't exist except in their minds of deception and just fantasy. And it's really that people have lost critical thinking skills because they are being indoctrinated daily by ones like Fox that calls himself news, which is not a news program, because they're being indoctrinated by Fox, by these fake preachers, by these ones that are, the anarchists, such as Breitbart. They're being sold this stuff about the, what's the name of the judgment thing that's coming in. I forget what you call it, but they're totally indoctrinated into all of this stuff. The founding fathers and redoing history and, just totally, unbelievably, really to the point of being psychopathic propaganda. Psychopathic propaganda. The same thing that happened with Nazi Germany, okay? These people have taken their clues from ones like Hitler that indoctrinated, that started this stuff and put out propaganda after propaganda after propaganda, and had people so confused, so in denialism of what was really there, that it skewed the whole nation. Not to say that our nation is going to go down that road, but I'm just talking about the Maga crowd that is so locked in, loaded, be in fear, they're going to take your guns, be in fear, all of this stuff. What did I see today? Some really insane thing, right-wing preacher type that says you're getting these implants. When you take an inoculation, it's implanting this robot thing into your body. I mean, just absolute insanity. And people are on the hook, buying it hook, line, and sinker. Oh, Lord, have mercy. So all we can do is continue to hold out light, and really there needs to be some sort of a cap on ones that this is not free speech. This is really propaganda, indoctrination into fear and alternative stuff that has no basis in reality. So I'm going to leave this here. Love and light. See you online.